Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In this post, I want to talk about Kevin Garnett, famous basketball player who this season was brought back to the Minnesota Timberwolves at the age of 38, a number of much importance. With regards to his age, it's also his life number. If you add 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6, it sums to 38. And this number is very special to both Kevin Garnett and Minnesota. We're going to get into that. But the point of doing this post is just to further document the ongoing conspiracy of numerology that is determining the outcomes of what happens in professional sports leagues and a whole lot more. Each one of these video posts is just further evidence for what I am trying to expose that's going on in this world right now that people are not aware of. There is a reason that Kevin Garnett returned to Minnesota at the age of 38, and that's what we're going to talk about right here. So using gematria, the practice of coding numbers and words, the name Kevin Garnett has Pythagorean gematria outcomes of 56, 65, 74, 83. Notice that if you add the numbers together, they all sum to 11. 5 plus 6 is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. Notice that the number 83 is the flip of 38, the age that he returned to his original team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. As we just said, his life number is 38. With these other methods, his life numbers are also interesting. With regards to 47, that is the year that the NBA had its first championship, 1947. Minnesota, the state that the team is in, has a gematria of 38. And if you're not aware, Truth Seeker, Minnesota is the home of the Lakers. They're now the Los Angeles Lakers. When they were the Minnesota Lakers, they were the most dominant team in all of basketball. And notice that Minnesota is also a state with 47 gematria. That's the year of the first NBA championship again. The Minnesota Lakers have moved to Los Angeles, and they've also been a dominant team there. So the Lakers have always been a good team throughout the history of the NBA. And if you're not aware, Minnesota is also the land of 1,000 lakes. So there, Minnesota Lakers, the name makes sense. Los Angeles Lakers, not so much. But hey, they've kept it anyway. Minnesota Timberwolves, the name, has the Pythagorean gematria of 93, the number of Thelema and Saturn worship, a number that we see is very important in these sports. With regards to Kevin Garnett and the time he's been in the NBA, many people have said he's the best power forward or maybe second best to Tim Duncan, who plays for the Spurs. Spurs equals 93. Duncan, like Garnett, wears the number 21. The name Duncan equals 21. So does the word Spurs with Pythagorean gematria. These numbers are very important in sports, and we find them coded here in the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett was the 5th pick of the 95 draft out of Farragut Academy in Chicago. Think about Chicago in basketball. Michael Jordan. Farragut has the Pythagorean gematria of 38, this number that seems to be so central to Kevin Garnett. And here, the school that he went to, where he learned to become a young, great basketball player, has the 38 gematria. This reminds of Chris Paul, who went to a high school with 61 gematria, having his father die at the age of 61 on the day he signed with Wake Forest. His school gematria is 61. His grandfather dies at 61. He scores 61 points in the tribute. I knew every detail about that story for years, but I didn't know about the school gematria equals 61, and now it creeps me out even more. Because think of the official story that his father was beaten randomly by a group of thugs the day he signed with Wake Forest. Yeah, right. Kevin Garnett's from South Carolina originally. Basketball weirdo land, as I call it, is North Carolina, not too far away. Right now in current history, we're being treated to the South Carolina shooting that happened on the 47-year anniversary of Martin Luther King's assassination. It's sick stuff, Truth Seeker. I just brought up Chicago. That's the home of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, both names with 113 gematria, just like how Kevin Garnett made his debut on November 3rd, 11-3, 113. In history, Wilt Chamberlain set his record for scoring on January 13th and November 3rd before he finally scored 100 points. With regards to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they also came through the Carolinas. Michael Jordan went to school in North Carolina. Kobe Bryant was originally drafted by the Charlotte Hornets before being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. So there it is, Truth Seeker, the Numerology League. And that's why Kevin Garnett was truly traded back to Minnesota at the age of 38. Because it's about these numbers. Minnesota equals 38. Kevin Garnett equals 83. 38 life number. Went to school at 38 land. It's craziness. Look at this video from NBA.com, Truth Seeker. This is Kevin Garnett's first night back with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's check out the length of this video. Watch this.
Here in Oregon, we call our beach the coast.
Oh no.
Here we have beaches.
We're getting a commercial about Oregon, the 33rd state. True story, Seeker. True story, Truth Seeker. Once upon a time, my mother took me to my first NBA game. One of her clients that she cleaned for, wealthy people, had given her tickets to watch the game between the Minnesota Timberwolves and Portland Trail Blazers. That's when Christian Laettner was a rookie. The name Christian Laettner equals 88 with Pythagorean gematria. All right, here we go. So what I want to point out is that this video is a minute 53 in length from NBA.com. Remember, this is the number representing the Vesica Piscis, the number directly connected to 33. The NBA is a league centered on the number 33. Here in the video, a minute 53. Huh. Not a coincidence.
In the 1995 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select
Did you notice how on that last clip they selected it was number 26 and number 21? It just makes me wonder, looking at this stuff now, being aware of the numbers, if they go into this great a detail with the editing. I suspect that they do. When you add 26 and 21, you get 47. We saw that connection to the NBA and Minnesota and Kevin Garnett.
when I was back. And at the other forward, 6'11", from Farragut Academy High School, number 21, Kevin Garnett. The Timberwolves head coach is Flips Honors.
So there it was, the minute 53-second clip of Kevin Garnett's return. That's how it's done, True Seeker, by the numbers. Isn't it crazy? It's crazy. Makes me wonder if Kevin Garnett knows why he was traded at the age of 38 back to Minnesota. Maybe he does. All right, until next time.